So hi, welcome to Binge Buddies Neon Bloodbath. I'm your host, always Brian Dressel. With me, as always, Matt, Zombie Dog, Chelsea Dykes.
Is that another one from fucking Twilight?
Of course it is. We also have Joel, Charlotte, DeWitt.
I thought maybe we were doing a swerve into football, but I mean,
Nope. No. Well, thank you for going football. But yeah, also Twilight. We also have Ryan, Count Lutens.
Is that's Sesame Street?
That's Sesame Street. I don't
Is
that
Sesame Street? Because like I know him as the Count, but I'm guessing he's just called Count by Count.
Yep.
I figure I've been doing like 2 Twilight every episode because there's so many fucking vampires in Twilight. I think I can finish this whole series with we only have like 2 episodes left. I think I can do it.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot, and they're all just like basic names, like "Welcome to
3.
Bill." No, that's Bill is 3 at the wrap up, but 2.
No, 3 because we got 2 episodes today, and then 2 episodes next week. Are we doing?
Oh yeah, so that's.
Are we doing 8, 9?
Yeah, we're doing
1.
We're combining 8 because it's a 2-parter.
I know we're combining 8, but like because there's 9 as well, so that would be.
This
3.
is a great conversation of us conflating actual episodes. With
Yeah, I can't do math. We're here talking about episode 5. We're not there yet. Because 5 is a tough one to talk about. I'll be honest right at the top here. I don't imagine this will be the longest episode because when we record for 5, we also had to watch 6 and 7. Don't do it. And when we when you get to episode 7, it's tough to focus on anything else. But we're gonna do our best to stay back here in 5. Tune in next week for episodes. We're gonna combine the 7th and 6th episode. I'm not gonna do it, and yeah, so we'll do that then. But for now, we need to talk about episode 5, and I'm gonna try to keep us on track as much as we can, because, like I said, this one there's stuff to talk about. It does have, as Ryan was kind of chatting with us when we're getting ready. He's like, "This one I thought was gonna be a filler, and then it wasn't." And that's kind of a good way to look at episode 5. But I'll do my standard as we've been watching these things. Now that we're nearing the end, how are you guys all feeling? We'll start with Matt. You still digging it?
Yeah, it's wild, weird, bloody, violent, sexy. I love it.
I'm not sure if it's sexy.
Yeah.
I was
There's
joking about
sex
that.
in
Hence
it.
the weird voice I put on
Yeah,
it.
like, God, this one does have the most sex in. No, episode 6 is the most sex in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Very,
episode 6. I
very
think.
rapey.
Yeah, 6 with the very active, aggressive audience for all of your banging.
Very in touch.
But we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
This
That
one
was
is more of a
though. Like,
yeah, it is ridiculous. But all right, Joel, where are you at? How are you digging episode 5?
I've gotten to the point where like I'm fully strapped in and ready to see through the entire thing. Right. We've gotten to the point where it's clearly on the accelerating downward slope, winnowing towards the finish, and I can feel like it's going to be just a steep drop towards there. Not in quality, I mean speed.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Rate of speed. But
Yeah,
I'm sold. I'm sold on this.
Yeah, you're following Dante's Inferno down to hell right now, and it's just like those last few rings are just a lot shorter.
We're here.
Yeah. Ryan, where are you at?
Thank you for introducing me to the show.
It's a weird one.
That's. I was watching some of it last night. We were getting ready for Jurassic Park to air on the rooftop, and my wife goes, "What is this?" And I go, it's a mind meld. It's out there. You need to be in the mood to watch. You need to prepare yourself to watch these. But
Yeah.
man, that prep work still doesn't prepare you for what you're about to see.
No, it's like I made the comment in our little online chat. We're talking about it. Like when you watch episode 5, like if you're looking at like a boiling water, it's like, oh, like those little bubbles are starting to form, and you can tell it's about to just completely boil over.
And it does.
And then it really does. This one does a little bit. Like if you know those little like spats where it's not quite boiling yet. Episode 5's good at that. Like so, episode 5 picks up pretty much immediately where episode 7 left off, with Manami just getting destroyed by the vampires, by the Dracula vampires. They all get their chance to eat Manami, which, you know, great.
Also,
I guess
they made it all seem like a very erotic experience. And frozen.
They do.
Weird, but
I think we should have just, instead of calling this series Neon Bloodbath, I think we should just called it Poor Manami.
I mean that we could have spent hours on her psychological breaks because it happens damn near every fucking episode
until she's just fully broken.
A shell of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one starts getting there. But this one, you do have to go through some work to get there. So she does get, you can tell that she finally like has like a moment of like, oh, I have found my people. My people suck, literally, but like she does kind of have that like you can tell she turns a corner on Kay. She likes Kay a little bit now. She's okay with the master Dracula dude. Like he's like, oh, yeah, you know, he drank my blood. He told everyone to drink my blood, but they seem to be like pro me, which is great. And then he's like, all right, so we're going to fuck off to Romania, and Kay, you are going to handle things here in Japan. So you're going to handle this war. We're going to go take back our clan over there because now we have Minami super blood in us, so we can go do it, is what I understand. They don't really explain why now they can do it they couldn't before, so I assume it's the super blood. And then Kay is like, I want to go with you. You've already sent me on my trip, so please, can I go with you? Like we said, because you love me and I love you. And he's like, no, later, babe. You go do this. And
Share this for me because it's your territory.
Yeah, it's your territory. So we'll catch up down the road. And Kay's like, great. I'm not maybe. And he's like, no, we'll get married. She's like, oh, we're gonna get married. Let's do this. I can make this happen. And if your warning bells aren't ringing like a fucking siren when that's happening, I don't know how to help you. Like you could just see it's like, oh, she's gonna get. This isn't going to turn out great.
He fell for the oldest trick in the book, and I mean that because they're vampires.
Yeah, she fell for the old cult leader, says he loves you when he's actually got a massive harem, doesn't actually love her, wants to marry someone else, claims that he's going to marry her. Ploy.
Yeah. But then,
she's
like,
very useful, and she can't hurt him from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem, though, if there wasn't already many, is Kay gets an actual love confession on her way back from her buddy Noah. That seems rough. Like
yeah.
Noah takes a swing, like swings for the fences, and like this isn't just because I'm vampires. Like I was gonna do this in Romania, and then the vampires happened. Like this is what I want. I want you. Like we're immortal now. Like we can spend the rest of eternity together. And Kay's like, nah, see ya.
Nah, I'm getting my cult leader husband.
And like, oh, it's tough to watch. Like watching Noah really throw herself at Kay. It's
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And especially when what happens in the next two episodes happens as well with Kay's sort of like realization. Yeah, it's really sort of like sad, and it's one of those things where you know what's gonna happen. Like Kay is basically saying no because she is so enamored with this cult leader guy who is basically going to fuck her over. And we know that he's going to fuck her over because...
Yeah. She doesn't because she's naive, but that's okay.
Yeah, she properly falls for his bullshit and has this sort of like tunnel vision of like, I will do whatever he wants me to do because he loves me and like, you know, he wants to be with me and blah, 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 blah. And like, we know that inevitably at some point that veil's going to fall away. And it is just so heartbreaking watching Kay cut herself off from what we assume at that point is her best friend, before they were vampires. And there was always in that first scene when we met them, there was some sort of like atmosphere to their sort of like in their relationship, as it were. That there was more to it. I always sort of like felt there was something there in like the subtext.
There was a hint to it for sure. Like you could tell the actresses had like you are in love with her and you don't know. Like you could tell like that was part of like the direction because you could kind of feel there was something there, even if there wasn't like an exact letter on it until now. But like it's not to say that Kay is bi or gay. Like she's probably into men, given that she really wants to be the master. But like there was a world where like she still could have had that loving relationship, even if it wasn't a romantic one. And instead, she punches her in the face and leaves her in a tunnel. Like,
Wait, is that not normal? Is that not how you like
Behind
reject
the
like advances that you don't want all the time?
That's how I was always rejected, so I had to be informed later that that's not what's supposed to happen. So
Yeah,
Brian,
that still happens to me to this day.
Brian, wake up. What
oh
happened?
no.
You got rejected again. Well, that's why my face hurts.
This show continues to do a really good job of like opening up the world through small statements. And so like this is an example. You know, they bring up like Romania and the little comments that they make to each other back and forth. To going back to what Matt said about like having more dimension to their character beyond the sort of transactional what you see on screen. You'll continue to see this throughout where, you know, there will be dialogue between one person and the other, and on its face, separated from everything else, you don't understand anything. But in context of the entire show, it's like, okay, you've peeled back a layer between these two characters, and now I see more behind what's actually being said.
Can I piggyback off that?
Yeah.
No.
No, Joe, I really want to piggyback.
No.
No, can I come over and you give me a piggyback?
No.
Okay, anyway, back to my point. So what really is great in this episode is, and I think we start to see it, is we start to see humanization. You know, this show really hits the ground running and goes to 0 to 30 in quick, and it doesn't really let off the pedal. We get character development. Now we're seeing humanization. Like we're seeing emotions with these characters, and it's not just Minami. It's these other creatures, and you're going to see it later on in episode 6 and 7. And I think that hits and does really well for the show because this show goes for the jugular, and I mean that as a pun. It would be funnier if I didn't butcher it, but
What's a gudular?
Yeah, the jugular. What I really like to see is, like, you know, even if this was filler, it's the perfect, which it's not because it really picks up at the end, but it gives that time and breadth and brevity to allow you to emotionally connect with these characters. And you're going to do that as the chaos ensues, because you're basically getting plot and story, these first 4. Now you're humanizing these characters to allow you to connect with them on a different level.
Yeah.
I struggle with the word filler when talking about this show.
I'm sorry. It's not a filler. I'm sorry. I said,
for once, I'm not critiquing you. Okay. But, you know, the show decides to sit on certain things.
Yeah.
That maybe you wouldn't naturally sit on. There's a musical number at some point that we'll touch on later that it feels like it's stopped in the middle of this frantic action, but it's like somebody made an intentional choice here, and it's interesting the things that they decide to stop and sit on.
Yeah.
I think filler is it's a dumb term as well. Like it annoys me when people say, like, "Oh, it's just a filler episode." It's like, well, number one, like there's no filler in this series. Like everything that we get, we're getting either backstory of like the world or the characters or something like that. I wouldn't look at anything in here as like there's nothing that's filler. But like I've seen it in reviews recently where the people get going back and like watching old Star Trek shows saying like, "Well, this is just a filler episode." No, this is just an episode because like it's not serialized, it's episodic. So like
I think
there's no such thing as a filler episode.
I understand what you're saying, because like X-Files, when a filler episode would technically be their monster of the week if it didn't do the mythology episodes, but they're still good episodes. I think it's a term that people are starting to use when the episode doesn't go anywhere and they don't like it.
Yeah, it's like people who clearly never read comic books.
Right.
Older anime had this problem sometimes too. Like the one I grew up watching was Dragon Ball, and that was a case where the anime caught up to where the comic was before it got done, and so they would create filler episodes. And it's like, well, yeah, they're filler, but then also I wouldn't be able to see, you know, Goku and Piccolo trying to learn how to drive a car. So like, you know, learn how to.
So that's still brilliant. So how dare anyone call that filler?
Yes, yes, like that is the. If I were to show somebody one episode of that show, it would be Goku and Piccolo learning how to drive at the DMV. Like that'd be the one.
I've actually never seen that episode, but I have heard of it, so now I kind of want to go find it.
I haven't seen a single episode of Dragon Ball Z. Now I kind of want to watch just that one episode.
Yeah, just that one.
Do it.
Like I watched it as like a double
It's on
episode with
YouTube
the.
somewhere. Just look up. Go to.
Like, I watch that one and like the Bob teaches Tina to drive Bob's Burgers episode. Just watch those like back to back.
That'd be one hell of a double feature.
That'd be a good afternoon. But let's get back to the chaos. So if that's kind of the Kei and Minami stuff, we're gonna take a break to go to the humans because the humans they've been separated into their rooms and they're not having it. Like they're not Matt. In the scale of are you Matt or not Matt, most of them are not Matt. They don't want to live in this hotel and bang for the rest of time.
There was one guy who was in there who was very much Matt.
Yeah, was super. There was a Matt in the bunch. It's just like this is what we're supposed to do. Why are you guys in my room? Like
why
they were
are we
doing their
watching
thing.
it?
Like,
It was
And
very
it
funny
was
when I saw that guy. I was just like, yeah, that's me.
I'm represented in this show.
Yeah.
But I do like we start to get like some actual human characters. Like I can't name them all, but I can name Jen, I can name Red, and then what was her name? Amy. None of them will make it out of this show, but at least I got to know their names to at least discuss here. Jen has a hell of a yell. Like the way he yells, like that, like man, he can control a room.
He yells all the time though. Like,
Yeah.
are we sure he's yelling or is that just his normal tone of voice?
Either way, it's awesome. So go, Jen.
I mean, they kind of made him seem like a hoodlum a little bit at the start, and then he suddenly becomes the unexpected like leader of the
Yeah.
resistance. So it's kind of funny turn of play that happens too in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
And like him and Red are kind of like the two like main dudes, and then there's the one girl who's like she's not. I wouldn't say she's like the main girl, but she's like the one that everyone focuses on. Is that Amy? That was like
Yeah.
I thought it was
Amy,
like,
because Amy and Red are the ones that get
She's
together.
got the teal dress with the white.
right. Is it Amy? That feels wrong to me.
Yeah, I think it is.
I thought it was like I thought it was something.
Episode.
Because it's Red and Amy
They're
who form the couple.
AMI.
AMI, Amy.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
They're
you're
crawling
right.
toward each other. Kiss me one last time.
Yeah, but
They're
just
skipping ahead.
spoilers.
Shut up.
That doesn't happen yet.
No, sorry.
But
You just said they died.
I mean, I said they're not going to make it. I didn't, maybe they
Mate, slip
yeah, they
up.
die. Anyhow,
Take it down.
Brian, when someone doesn't
Other-
make it out of a series, that basically means they
Right.
die in the series.
maybe they got a new job and they're not in
Maybe
the series anymore.
Maybe they got away in ductwork like in Die Hard.
See,
Speaking of,
there's options. They're just
But that's
few.
them making it out of the series.
yeah.
So they die. We'll talk about it next week.
So Amy and Red, part of the human resistance.
Amy and Red. But the reason I want to bring them up because I really do enjoy like they're like okay, vampires are gonna like make us bang and drink our blood for the rest of time. I don't want any part of this, and I don't believe them that the world's over. So let's get out. And Jen's like, gets everyone fired up with the exception of the Matt substitute who's like, I'm good. And everyone's like, yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's go to our rooms, let's tool up, and then we're gonna meet back here and we're gonna storm out of this gate. And Red and Amy are like, or we could bang first. It's like- I find it funny because like that in episode 3 or 2, I forget her name, is like, we're all here because you're a bunch of horny deviants. And they're like, no, that's not true. And then the one chance they have to get out, like, yeah, we're going to take a pause for a quick bang break.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back to escaping. It's like, those vampires might have been onto something, is all I'm saying. No judgment.
I mean,
No
that's basically what I would do, though. To be fair, like even if I wasn't okay with the whole, I'll just stay here and just bang forever. If I wanted out, I'd have a quick bang break.
Yeah, just a quick one.
Yeah,
Like, he's calling her nympho and she's calling him pervert.
Yeah. And it's like,
Ridiculous.
hot
But it's-
kettle.
I mean, is that not normal? Like,
well, do you?
Anyhow.
I mean, it is worth noting too that there's like split down the middle for the people, so it isn't like all the humans decide to rise.
That's true.
up. Like half of them are just like, "What's the point? Screw this! I'm going back
Yeah.
to my room." So,
I don't, but it's not like the difference is beyond the one guy. It's I can't fight my way out of here, and I'm willing to fight my way out of here. It's like the people are just like, there's no way I could survive this fight. I'm not getting into it.
Right,
It's not like they're cool with it. It's just
no one's happy except Matt.
yeah. Well, no, that's not. There was a woman who was also cool with it. She was with Matt.
Okay.
Yeah. But beyond those two, yeah, no one's into it.
Successful coupling.
They found their couple.
Which is ironic because they're not the first ones to go. We formed a couple.
No, because they at each other. They want to move on to new people.
Yeah.
That's true. No, that does sound like Matt.
If only there was someone there to watch.
Yeah, they
There
could
is.
have got. Yeah,
Good
Well,
segue.
they didn't have their representative in the room. I don't know what those jobs are called, but man, those people. Next week,
Vampire cook chair people. I don't know.
This is why I'm like episode 5 is a tough one to talk about because it really pops off in episode 6. So it's like
consider that tender.
There's a lot of stuff that sort of leads into 6.
yeah, like these 3 episodes really do go to. We'll talk next week a little bit like why I'm like we can't separate these 2 because if you end at the end of 6 and you have to wait 2 weeks till we record again, it's like that's just not nice. It literally ends on a freeze frame of a war start to happen again next week. But for this week, the thing we have not talked about yet is the shrimpy little mom lady thing.
So funny.
She eventually dies in this episode. Like she's no longer with it. And
It's very much like Cousin It, just as a sheet though.
yes,
Like
and
she walks into the wall at one point.
that don't take my quote because my quote is that wall walk.
Oh, Yamada's face when it happens as well is so good.
But I like Yamada, like he and Elizabeth are just waiting for her to die because once she's dead, he gets to take over. So he will be, which I don't really fully understand because shouldn't Elizabeth take over because it was her mom? But since they're together, he's king, I guess. So she would be queen. Is that how we're supposed to understand the hierarchy of this?
Knows? Like this. Who knows?
Yeah, this is one of those cases where it is kind of mixed up because even then, before now, they talked about how she's going through the process of turning into a hotel.
Yeah.
So it's like, they decide to close the loop, I guess, by killing. I mean, actually, they Najidal her for a second, and she's like that of what's her face, but.
Well, the Najidal comes back after this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a little bit smaller version of the Najidal. What We Do in the Shadows reference if you're not following along. Also, vampire show. Odd. What's with them and tiny doll people?
There's probably some vampire lore about tiny doll people
that we just like never came across before.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wallpaper of people having orgies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But she eventually appears to die, and Yamada's like, "Well, I'm king," and all of the vampires there are like, "Fuck yes, we want Yamada as king," and they are all just thrilled about it. And they start celebrating by eating some people, and they go full blown monster, like Buffy the Vampire level, like monster mode vampires.
Oh yeah.
And
Matt, is that what happened when Queen Elizabeth died?
Yes.
that wasn't in the news over here.
So yeah, it's too bad.
It's a very
cameras
good
didn't
weekend
exist.
for me.
So the humans are trying to escape. At the same time, they run into a group of crazed, fucking hungry vampires. Not looking good. And they start fighting. And oh boy, does it not go well for the humans. They are getting the shit kicked out of them. And it's like one of those, like, I don't want to start the filler conversation again, but if we were kind of like, oh, this episode's just more like moving chess pieces again, like that's not really like nothing's really happening. The end of this episode's like, never mind. Like shit is popping off now.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to start. The humans are attempting to fight these things. It's not going well. Jen in particular really gets an ass whooping.
When he swings that, I don't know what the hell it is, like a giant table leg or something, like on the head, and it just goes kunk. It's just.
Yeah, it does not go well, and it looks like they're in a hotel. They're in one of the rooms. I forget whose was it. It was Amy's friend's room because she and Red are in the middle of their bang break, and then they start hearing the action, so they go and try to help, and that's where it all kind of like pops off, and then you have this
because the
hotel room
friend.
fight.
Did I write her name down? No, I didn't. Oh no, I did. Risa.
Risa, that sounds right. Yeah.
She goes down to the 3rd floor, which is where the sort of like the uber vampires are having their little feast, and then she sort of like screams, and they follow her up to the 4th.
That's right. And yeah, it doesn't go well. So they're getting the shit kicked out of them. They don't have any weapons. They're trying. It's a pretty fun fight sequence, if I'm being honest. Like, it's like, oh, this is kind of what I've been waiting for. But it does look more bleak than you would expect it to look for episode 5. And then Kay shows up, and Kay kind of saves the day. She gives them the trick of vampires that none of them remember to use throughout the rest of the series, which is like, that's on you. Like, it's still a thing.
There is one other bit where they use this, and it's really funny, like how they use it.
They lighting the shadow on fire.
Yeah.
There's a point
Yamada.
there. Yeah.
But I thought that was an accident. Did they do that on purpose?
Yeah, it is an accident. That's what I'm saying.
They did not intentionally use it after.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like they're not like throwing matches on shadows, is what I'm saying. But
they don't seem to remember that part, but they do get better at shooting in the head, lopping heads off, whereas before it seemed like they were sort of scatter shot, just trying to hit something.
It felt like they're kind of trying to fight them like human v human when they're not. This is a different fight, and they need to learn that. And Kay kind of teaches them. So Kay shows up with a flaming bow and arrow, very cinematic, very awesome, and she starts shooting the shadows, and the shadows catch on fire. And it doesn't kill the vampires, but it slows them down, which is not something I've really ever seen in vampire lore before, but I'm into it. I enjoyed it. It was kind of a fun kind of new take.
Yes.
I was thinking, like, is this something very much just created for the show, or is there other, like, really random old lore things around, like, the vampire shadow? Because I know there was a thing with, I think it's the first Dracula film or something, where the shadow is its own thing. So, like, Dracula be sort of like there moving, and the shadow's doing something else.
But I don't remember lighting it on fire. At least not in like the.
No, I don't think like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm wondering if like it comes out of that thing, or if it's like I don't know, but I dig it. I think it's really cool. It's very much like very vampiric type of thing, if you get what I mean. Like it's because there's always something otherworldly about them, and like we have it with. We've seen stuff in the past where the shadow is its own form onto itself that like has its own consciousness and stuff like that. So, the connection between them, like if you burn that, like I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But then she hits them with the bow and arrow, then she busts out a sword and she starts lopping heads. Yeah. And she tells people, this is how you kill these things, and now get the fuck out of the hotel. Like, you need to get out. And they go to get out. And it's pretty clear right away. It's a trap. And
I think the best part is like they follow her along, and there's even this point where she's like, my objective is different than yours, and the humor's just like, that's fine, we'll follow you for now. And they get down to that it's like a diner kind of or like dinner table kind of place, and then they split, and Kay is saying like, you don't want to go that way. That's where they are. And they're like, no, we're going this way. And bad things happen.
Yeah. Well, not in this episode so much, but
Kate warning the humans that it's a trap. They go downstairs and they don't believe her. The very next note, it was a trap.
Yeah, it was a trap. And well, Yamada shows up. Basically says you are all trapped. There's nothing you can do about it, and that's essentially where this one ends, right? I mean, we forgot like Yamada found Noah in the tunnel and is like, she rejected you. You're on our side, remember? And she's like, you're right, I'm on your side. But beyond that, like, did we miss anything else in this one?
No,
I don't think so. Yeah, because the next bit with Yamada and the doors, that's the next episode.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good job I took notes because I actually thought that was in this episode as well. So.
I have to have the Wikipedia open because like I watched all of these basically in one sitting. So I'm trying to remember where the breaks hit because these episodes really do just flow into each other.
They do.
Okay. I think then we're good. Do we want to move into some quotes?
Oh, we did miss something very quickly actually. Looking through my notes, Manami starts turning into the big sort of like uber vampires.
I didn't think that happened until she got drinking by
the claws start coming out in this episode.
Oh, I didn't think that happened until she got drinking by the hotel in the next one. Because I thought that's like when her.
Notes.
Oh,
It's in
okay.
my notes, so.
Well, she goes full beast mode in the next one. So
Yeah, she definitely goes full beast mode in the next one, but
Yeah,
she
so-
starts having the change in this.
we get the hints at this one. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that Kay brought her along, given how much effort they took to get her back to the Dracula.
They're done with her.
thing. They have no more use for her.
No, they drank her. They're good.
Yeah.
How she has any blood left is beyond me, but you know.
Dicks.
Yeah, the Dracula vampires are dicks, man.
That's the problem with cults. You think it's all great and everything, and then
That's just
all
a
of
bunch
a sudden,
of dicks.
yeah, and then you find out it's just a bunch of dicks. Yeah.
Yeah, like they drank the Kool-Aid. Unfortunately, Minami was the Kool-Aid. So yeah. All right, let's get some quotes. Quotes. I'm gonna go first because I mentioned it. It's when the mom is in little doll form in her sheet, and she's running around, and she runs into a wall and goes meow. Why does she meow? But it's so good. As soon as she just thumps into the wall, meow, I'm like, I have a full, all caps. The cat noise when she bumps into the wall is my quote.
What was it that Yamada says as well? Like just before, it's like, oh, she's gonna run in,
That's
she's
my
gonna
quote.
run into the wall. Oh,
Yep. Okay.
Mata really enjoys it. All right.
Yeah.
Ryan, was that yours? Sorry to steal yours.
No, mine was. Oh, you're gonna run it. Oh,
All right, Matt, what was yours?
yeah. No one.
She doesn't
cared.
give a damn about you. I've known this a long time. This is human love, after all. You get betrayed because you believe in love. Desire is what you need to follow to live. If you really want it, seize it with all your might.
Okay.
That's what he says to Noah. It's-
Oddly poetic for this type of show.
yeah. There's a few lines I've noticed in this show where they go in like that sort of very sort of poetic route.
It is very like anime-esque.
Mm.
Um,
With a bit of Shakespeare dropped in.
well,
More
that's
on that
like
in the
anime
next
do
two
that from time
episodes.
to time. Like anime is, as Joel said, learning to drive a car with Shakespeare thrown in from time to time. Joel, did you have a quote this episode? I'm guessing no.
No. That is also near Automata, though. By the way,
That's true.
Shakespeare. Well, actually, that's existential crisis philosophy learnings plus driving a car. But
I really need to go back to that game. I got so lost after one section that I'm like, I have no idea where to go, and it takes me forever to get everywhere, and I'm annoyed, and then I put it down, and I really missed that game because it was a really, really good game.
just remember, you beat it once, and then you beat it again where most of the gameplay is the same except a different character, and then you beat it a third time with a different character, and then you get the epilogue.
Or I beat it once and I go to YouTube.
No, you're missing out on the experience. It's like those RPGs you love, Brian. You got to play the first 10 hours and then it gets good.
I don't play those as much anymore because I don't like doing that.
Yes, you do. You told me so yourself.
I know, but I love them. But I've been taking a break. Although I am playing Silent Hill F, and like that is, I hear I have to play that one 4 times to get the actual ending. I'm like, Jesus,
That's a hell of a game, though.
that game stresses me the fuck out. I can't play it at night, which is like my only time to play video games. So like it's like I have to get home early before my kid's home from school so I can have time to play it. Because if I try to play at night, it just keeps me up. It's a stressful
Aw.
game.
You wake up early.
No.
I already have to do that. I have a kid. I'm already up at like 6 every day. Like that's just to be a dad.
Wake up earlier then.
Let Corin watch the movie or the game. That's fine.
I did let him watch a little bit of it just when they were talking, but he's like, "Why are they so mean to each other?" I'm like, "I don't know yet, buddy, but yeah, they are really mean to this main character. I don't know why, but I'll find out later, I'm sure." All right, I think we've done it now that we're talking about Silent Hill F. Yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah. I feel this is a short episode, but like, it's a good episode. Like
I knew it was going to be a short one. I also kind of did that intentionally because I do have a World Cup party to get to today, and I knew I could save time on this one because the next one will be a little bit longer because we're doing 2 episodes and they're fucking nuts. So yeah, thank you for listening to our shorter episode this week. Tune in next week where we dive into 6 and 7. Sorry, 7. I'm not even stop. It goes crazy is what I'll say. It goes real for a show that's been crazy since the first 3 minutes. it really actually goes nuts. And
I was gonna say like for a show like this to say that it goes crazy next week, you're like, wait, it can get crazier?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Without seeing the rest of this show yet, these last couple episodes really test the limits, I think, of like my boundaries of what I want to watch. Yeah, it's just it toes that line. It really does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The next one in particular. But tune in next week when you can find out what the fuck we're talking about. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.